What's up, Guam? Welcome to KUAM Sports. Dave Delgado here with Sean Pangelinan, 2008 Olympian who represented Guam at the Beijing Games. You left Ireland in 2008, right after the Games, relocated to San Diego. Let's talk about how you got involved with the fitness industry out there.
I basically started right after I graduated. I came here right after the Games 2008 to pursue a degree in kinesiology in hopes of becoming a physical therapist, really. Was caught in limbo after that a couple of years because I really wasn't sure if that was the path for me. And because of kinesiology and being a certified personal trainer back on Guam since 2006, personal training just kind of fell onto me. And once I started working part-time, I started realizing that the people that I was working with were the exact people I wanted to help. I wanted to help people who wanted to be proactive with their health, change their lives, become more active, understand the basics of nutrition and exercise, and prevent issues that would lead them to seeing a physical therapist in the first place. And once I realized that I could actually make a solid career, become a true professional in this, that's when I decided to go full force. And so since 2013, I've been a professional trainer.
Hearing the wants and needs of your clients you take on, tell us about the things you offer at the gym you're at right now.
I opened up my own personal training studio back in 2015. It's called the Fit Lab. And we do a lot of really cool fitness testings, but first and foremost, I'm a personal trainer. I like to work on one-on-ones and I offer some semi-privates. And prior to the whole COVID, I had group trainings going on and we do a lot of fitness testings. So we do some pretty unique things that are normally done at the university level or sports performance facilities and kind of tailor that into the health and wellness world.
At the middle school and high school level, how has that been? And what are some of the things, especially in that age group, that you really try to focus on for them to, live a healthier lifestyle?
The game is very different here. There's a term called holdback. And basically what that is people, student athletes who have potential of going to Division I or maybe in professional leagues, their parents hold them back 1 year so that they can develop physically. And so a lot of kids that I will see are 7th, 8th grade holdbacks that should be actually freshmen. And they're working on strength training. They're working on their speed. They're working on sports performance stuff. And I'm currently training one of the top wrestlers in the country. He's only 14 years old. He's going to be a freshman next year, but he's expected to be the #1 freshman coming into high school. And his father just puts a lot of time and money into his development. And he's not the only one. There's also football players, basketball players, volleyball players, basically any sport where someone could get a full ride scholarship to, someone can potentially become a professional, get into the Olympics. They're starting since grade school at a pretty professional level.
Parents that have been athletes invest in their kids, and that's the biggest difference because, of course, the parents see the potential in their kid, but it's another thing to take the step towards investing into their child.
It's exponential as far as development goes. The sooner they start, the sooner a kid has a passion for a specific sport. A lot of parents understand, especially parents who have been athletes before, understand they want to feel that. And the more they're able to give their kids the opportunity, the more they'll progress, the more they'll grow, the more chances they'll have to compete against the best, compete on a state level, national level, maybe even an international level at some pretty high caliber. So it's a beautiful thing to see, man. It's San Diego is a prime spot for a lot of student athletes, and youth development here is growing at a very fast rate.
Are there kids multi-sport athletes, or are you working specifically to a type of sport the child's involved with?
Yeah, so as of right now, especially in the middle school route, most athletes are multi-sport athletes. And the current development when it comes to strength training is really to understand the fundamentals of movement in the gym, right? Just understanding the basic squats, deadlifts, and for some, it's about actually packing on some muscle. So it's really, in my opinion, fundamental exercises has yet to go into, D1 stuff because kids are still growing. They have yet to fully mature. And so this is a really, really important time for strength training for a lot of athletes to build that true foundation.
And do you also incorporate nutrition? What's that side when you try to implement both?
Yes, nutrition goes hand in hand. basically, as hard as someone trains, they need a feel for that type of energy load, which ties into recovery. So exercise, nutrition, and recovery, they go hand in hand as far as the development of an athlete, and more importantly, to prevent burnout.
Well, let's talk about the content you post on your Instagram page. Definitely some real good stuff and informative.
Yeah, my primary purpose for posting content on my social media sites is to educate, motivate, and inspire. And so that's the platform that I use every time I try to post something on there. I primarily work with a lot of high-level executives, fathers, entrepreneurs, people, maybe even former athletes that just want to be able to commit a little bit of time. And my whole goal with that post is to show that a lot of consistency, but a little bit of effort. And as long as people are able to apply those two things, they can actually improve their health tremendously, as well as maybe improve their work capacity for their careers.
Let's talk about some of the projects you have in the works.
As of right now, revamping the gym, that's number one, with 2020 basically being a nice little pivot. 2021 now, I'm trying to figure out which direction to take this gym. Aside from that, I'm definitely going online. That's what I realized with COVID. I can definitely take my services online and reach the masses, which is my ultimate goal. There's a specific number I want to hit, man. My goal is to reach about 165,000 people, right? Make an impact through fitness, nutrition, and health. And being a personal trainer, that's the one thing I know is an issue, is that I only can work with one person per hour, maybe two, maybe even three or four. And if I'm trying to hit 165,000, it's going to take another avenue, which is going to be my online programming.